What if I told you the woman Hollywood once called the ultimate ice queen was quietly fighting battles that almost destroyed her life? On screen, she looked untouchable. Elegant. Dangerous. Completely in control. But the truth behind that image is far more human, and far more heartbreaking than most people ever realized. For decades, audiences believed they knew Sharon Stone. The glamorous star who dominated the 1990s, the actress who electrified movie screens and magazine covers. Yet behind the fame existed another reality, one filled with grief, illness, betrayal, and extraordinary resilience. The Sharon Stone you saw in theaters was only half the story. Her journey began far from Hollywood lights. Sharon Von Stone was born on March 10, 1958 in the small town of Meadville, Pennsylvania. Her father worked as a tool and die manufacturer while her mother balanced the family finances as an accountant. It was a modest upbringing, but even as a child Sharon stood out. Her intelligence was remarkable. Tests later showed an IQ of 154, placing her in the genius range. At just 15 years old, she earned a scholarship to attend Edinburgh University of Pennsylvania. But talent alone doesn't pay tuition. To support herself, she entered local beauty competitions and eventually won the title of Miss Crawford County. That victory opened an unexpected door: modeling. Soon she moved to New York City and signed with the prestigious Ford modeling agency. Yet standing in front of cameras wasn't her dream. Acting was. Hollywood, however, didn't make it easy. Through the 1980s, she appeared in small roles that barely allowed her to speak. Studios saw the beauty but ignored the brain behind it. Everything changed in 1990 with the sci-fi blockbuster Total Recall, where she starred opposite Arnold Schwarzenegger. For the first time, audiences saw an actress who could match the biggest action star in the world. Then came 1992. Basic Instinct exploded into global controversy and fame, earning more than $350 million worldwide. Sharon Stone became one of the most talked about women on earth. But success brought a new trap. Hollywood began offering only one type of role, the seductive, dangerous femme fatale. She refused to be limited. Her powerful performance in Casino proved her critics wrong, earning a Golden Globe and an Academy Award nomination. By the mid-1990s, she had reached the top of the industry. But just as life seemed perfect, everything changed. In 2001, Sharon Stone suffered a devastating brain hemorrhage that nearly killed her. Doctors initially misdiagnosed the problem, and for 9 days she lived with bleeding in her brain before receiving emergency treatment. The stroke that followed took away her ability to read, walk, and even speak clearly. Recovery wasn't quick. It took 7 years of painful rehabilitation. During that vulnerable period, another shock arrived. She later revealed that $18 million of her savings disappeared while she was recovering, taken by people she had trusted to manage her finances. Hollywood also moved on without her. In an industry obsessed with youth and perfection, illness made her suddenly invisible. But Sharon Stone refused to disappear. She rebuilt her life slowly, focusing on what mattered most: family. After suffering 9 miscarriages, she became a mother through adoption, raising 3 sons and redefining her purpose beyond fame. At the same time, she devoted herself to humanitarian work, raising millions for AIDS research, malaria prevention, and disaster relief. Looking back, Sharon once wrote something simple but powerful: sometimes surviving the worst moments gives you a second life. And that second life teaches you who you truly are. If stories like this move you, the real stories behind legendary stars, consider subscribing. Because sometimes the most fascinating Hollywood stories are the ones that happened far away from the cameras.